Tony, I love the resort that you folks stay in the movie. When you're shooting at a resort, how do
Yeah.
the people who are actually staying there react to a film crew in their midst?
Well, it was shot. It wasn't shot at just one resort. It was sort of scattered around. But yeah, there was a really funny. We were shooting the scene where we just won the the contest, and we were getting drunk on expensive champagne under the tree, under the stars. And it was actually, I didn't realise this, but it was a hurricane. We were doing it in this torrential weather, and there was a group of like 100 school kids who were on excursion there. So everybody wanted to be in the film. That was like, well, keep them quiet. It was just really quite hilarious. I forgot about that. Yeah, it was funny.
I love the talent show sequence. How did you react to seeing yourself as a blonde in that?
Oh, well, blondes have more fun. Well, I always wanted to be Agneta. I grew up with ABBA. I loved them. So I lived my dream. I was Agneta. It was great. It was good fun. It was shot in one day. It was a bit pushed, a bit hard. But, ABBA keeps you buoyant, as they do for Muriel. She lives through them.
The outfits in this movie, two outfits in particular, the black leather outfit.
Gorgeous.
How did it feel wearing that one?
Well, I was wearing that. It was the middle of summer. We were shooting those scenes in the middle of the day, and the windows were blocked out, and we were in a room smaller than this, right? And the crew is in there. There are lights. I'm in leather. I'm wearing a cow. Do you know how hot that is? I have a guy on top of me mauling at my breast. There are balls flying everywhere. Naked men walk out. There's sweat. The crew went delirious. We were in there for 3 days. It was fun.
Now, the wedding dress outfits, I've heard so many actresses talk about what a special feeling it is wearing a wedding dress. How quickly did it take for the special feeling to wear off with this?
Well, I was sort of trying to maintain it because, Muriel gets right off on it. But I myself don't particularly believe in marriage, but I can see how young women who are into it can easily be swept away in it, It does give you a feeling of, and this is why Muriel becomes so addicted to it. It makes her feel special and it makes her feel beautiful. And for somebody who's constantly being put down, has no self-esteem, nobody ever looks at, it's something really special for her. And she gets swept away in that whole fluffy pink feeling.
Was it a real headache for you to wear that costume and always have the hair people and the makeup people like really had to be super attentive to you because of that outfit, I imagine?
Yeah, no, it wasn't at all. I mean, you work with these people and it's such a short, well, it seems to go on forever, and then when you look back it's like it's gone, but it's so intense. So they're my friends at that moment, and we're all making it together, and there's no problem with it. They're very perceptive as to when you need to be left alone and when you're all right, so it was fine.
After the screening, a lot of us were talking about our high school memories, and everybody had different high school memories of what high school was like for them.
Yeah.
What was high school like for you? Was that a good time or an awkward time?
Oh, up and down. It wasn't like one tragedy, or I wasn't laughing the entire time either. But similarly to Muriel, I went through experiences like her. And I think for me, it probably was not half as severe. I think I'm a completely different person. I think I'm much stronger and, probably not as insecure or whatever. But I had, this creative outlet, and for her, she escapes into a world of fantasy, which is quite destructive, because once she does achieve that fantasy realizes that it was a myth the whole time and it actually doesn't fulfill her, she's devastated and has to come to terms with some more important real issues in here. And it's quite a journey for her.
And one quick final question. When you count actors that have had a real impact on you that you've worked with, Anthony Hopkins, what was that experience like for you?
Well, I did that when I was 17, and it was my first job. I was away from home for the first time, I was in a different city. I was meeting all of these amazing people, and there was Anthony Hopkins, so I was like, oh my God, I can't even say hello. And then all I can remember is him having the warmest smile, and his eyes just dance and twinkle, and he was inspiring. He was easy to be around and to be with, and I just remember a really great sense of warmth. Yeah, he's quite magnanimous.